Now, sitting right here is Dan Petty, the digital director of sports for the Denver Post, who talks to us about what's trending now. What is trending now, Dan?
Two big things. I don't think you guys have talked about it yet, but Bill Simmons is leaving ESPN.
Heard that, yeah.
Yeah, the president of ESPN, John Skipper, said that the two sides could not reach an agreement on extending his contract. He's one of the biggest personalities at ESPN. He founded the 30 for 30 documentary series, which has been wildly popular, and of course Grantland, the popular culture and sports website. My question to you, Les, is if you're somebody with Bill Simmons' stature and they've been clashing for a long time, what's your next move? Are you going to go out on your own, or are you going to try and join up with Fox Sports or Bleacher Report? Bleacher Report has ties to the NBA.
That's an interesting question. First of all, if I were working for ESPN, I think it would be very hard to leave ESPN.
And he's been there for 15 years.
Well, and one of the reasons Bill Simmons is Bill Simmons is because of the platform he's been on, ESPN, the mothership. I mean, there's not a bigger network, a more profitable network in the history of mankind. Certainly not in sports. There have been some guys who have left ESPN and have gone on to have really great careers. Dan Patrick is
Keith
one.
Olbermann for a little while.
Yes.
Now back in the network.
Until he shoots himself in the foot again, of course. So it's going to be difficult. You know, Simmons is not a guy who's real comfortable on radio and on TV anyway. So I think whatever he does is going to be primarily a platform for the written word. And I don't know that he's going to have the audience that he had with ESPN. Who does, besides a guy like Patrick?
And there's risks, and there's only so many people I think who've really gone out, like I said, on their own and really been successful. Yeah. For my money, I see him going to Bleacher Report just because of their ties with the NBA and Turner Sports and everything like that.
That would certainly raise anywhere he goes, he's going to raise somebody's profile. Or he might try and do an independent thing like Dan Patrick and put all the money into his pocket instead of sharing it with whoever is in charge of Bleacher Report these days.
The next thing I've got, and I kind of got this video late, so I don't know if we have it. Do we have it, guys?
No video.
No video. Is this injury to Dante Fowler Jr. That's been making the rounds? And
first round draft.
First round draft pick, drafted number 3 overall. And like I said, we don't have it. But there was a fan, I think, on the sidelines who shot it. And the way you should if you just go to any NFL Twitter feed right now, you're going to see it.
What team took him again?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville,
the number 3
this
pick.
is at their rookie camp?
At their day one of rookie mini camp, and it just looks absolutely brutal and gruesome. And he's down with a knee injury today. Helped off the field. He's been carted off. He was pretty durable at the University of Florida. Played all 37 games, but
I don't think he's signed his contract yet either.
Yeah, well, and that's a question. Like, you get hurt on day one of mini camp, and you go down. Like, what obligation does a team have to you?
Well, hopefully he's insured, for one thing. Either he or his agent found insurance before he signs his contract. If not, you would hope that Jacksonville was a stand-up organization and worked with him the way they should work with him. Sign him to a rookie contract, the one he deserves in the number 3 slot, unless a doctor says to him, you're never going to play football anymore. So if it's an injury that can be fixed and he'll be back on the field for them, whether it be a short time or a year from now, I think Jacksonville has to do the stand-up thing and say, we're going to sign you to the rookie contract we would have signed you to if you were healthy. I hope that would happen. I don't know technically or legally what their obligation is. My guess is, because he's not under contract yet, they're not obligated in any major way. But hopefully they'll do the right thing.
Yeah, so that's what I've got for today.
All right, thanks, Dan. He's Dan Petty, and he is the digital director of sports for the Denver Post.
Good to see you.
Nice to see Woody stop by.
Reporting work.
Did you see all the lightning out there?
And this segment brought to you by John Elway Cadillac in Park Meadows, Colorado's #1 Cadillac dealer.
I am Citywide Banks.
I am Citywide Banks.
At Citywide Banks,
we put you first by exceeding your service expectations every day.
Every day.